My most precious child, settle your heart and let my voice be the anchor for your drifting soul. A holy decree has been issued from the very throne of eternity concerning the hidden reservoirs of courage within you. Before you drew your first breath this morning, before you felt the crushing weight of your current circumstances, a verdict was spoken over your life in the courts of heaven. I have looked upon the jagged valleys you've traversed and the silent battles you fought in the dead of night, and I have made a final declaration: you shall not crumble. The spirit of intimidation that has been suffocating your faith and strangling your dreams has been stripped of every ounce of its authority. I have stood between you and the accuser of your soul, silencing every lie he dared to whisper against your name. Every label of failure, every mark of not enough, every curse spoken over your lineage, I have canceled them all with the finality of my blood and the unbreakable power of my word. And then I spoke a truth over you that the enemy never anticipated. I called you a warrior. I called you valiant. I designated you as a survivor who will not retreat, a child of the King who will not surrender, even when the earth beneath you begins to tremble. You were hand-picked for this specific moment in history, not because you are flawless, but because you carry my spirit within your very DNA. My strength is currently breathing in your lungs, and my boldness is beating in your heart. I am not demanding that you manufacture bravery from your own empty wells. I am infusing you with a supernatural fortitude right now as these words reach your spirit. It is a boldness that doesn't depend on how you feel or what your bank account says. It flows directly from my heart into yours. Understand this, my beloved. The season of testing you've endured was never intended to be your graveyard. It was your training ground. Every tear that soaked your pillow, every night you gasped for air under the pressure of anxiety, it was all the shaping of a vessel that can hold the massive blessing I am about to release. If I had given you the magnitude of your future favor before you were tempered by this fire, the weight would have crushed you. But look at you now. You are battle-tested. You are resilient. You are ready to carry the legacy-altering assignment I have placed upon your life. I see how tired you are, and I want you to know that your exhaustion is not a sign of weakness. It is proof of warfare. It is the evidence that you have refused to stay down. I am so deeply proud of the way you have kept your eyes on me while walking in the dark. Today, I am declaring an end to your weariness. I am replacing your depletion with a divine energy that will cause you to soar like the eagle. I am picking you up from the dusty path and placing you upon my shoulders to carry you into the place of rest I have prepared. I am asking you for a radical, unreasonable trust, the kind of trust that laughs at the impossible. I am talking about the faith of Abraham, who walked toward an unknown land, and the courage of David, who ran toward a giant when everyone else hid in their tents. What I am about to perform in your life will be so undeniably supernatural that no human logic will be able to explain it. I am your present help. I am not watching from a distance. I am intimately involved in every minor detail of your day, moving obstacles you haven't even encountered yet, and opening doors that have been rusted shut for years. Despair is a thief, and I am standing at the door of your heart to block its entry. I am silencing the whispers that tell you your situation is permanent. Nothing is permanent except my love. I am pouring a hope into you that is anchored in my unchanging character.
My love is an aggressive, protective fortress around your family. I have blocked more attacks on your household than you will ever know, and I have dismantled traps before your feet ever got near them. Rest in my arms now. Let go of the financial strain, the relational ache, and the mental noise. It is all too heavy for you, but it is light as a feather to me. Hand me the pieces of your broken heart and watch me weave them into a masterpiece. I am giving you a tranquility that doesn't make sense, a peace that exists even while the storm is still raging. Your home is sealed under my protection, and my provision will never, ever fail you. I know exactly what I am doing with your life, even when it looks like chaos to your natural eyes. Every struggle you face is being converted into a blessing. I am refining you for a version of yourself that doesn't exist yet, a version that is capable of walking in the fullness of my glory. I speak to you with infinite tenderness because I am your father, not your critic. I see the king and the queen within you, and I am calling that identity to come forth. I will show up for you at the exact moment of your greatest need, never early, never late, but with perfect divine timing.
The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. I am your refuge. Run to me when the world feels loud. Hide in me when the enemy is hunting. I will sustain you with a grace that is inexhaustible and a patience that knows no end. Keep your trust anchored in me, for I have a track record of 1,000 generations of faithfulness. We are bound together by an eternal covenant that can never be broken. No matter where you go, I am there. No matter how you feel, I am with you. There is no reason in the universe for me to leave you, and there is no mistake you can make that is bigger than my mercy. When you ask me, what will you do with all these problems? I answer you with a promise. I will make a way where there is no way. I will turn your mourning into dancing and your ashes into beauty. Trust me with the process. Trust me with the outcome. You are safe. You are loved, and your victory is already written in the stars. My precious child, come closer and let the gentle whisper of my spirit calm the storm that has been brewing in your mind. I am calling you today to a higher level of awareness, a divine clarity that cuts through the thick fog of this world. I see you, my little one, running from task to task, your heart racing with 1,000 different anxieties, and I am here to tell you, focus on what truly matters. Do not squander the precious currency of your time on things that are hollow and vain. There is a loud, chaotic symphony of distractions playing all around you, designed specifically to pull your gaze away from the eternal and fix it on the temporary. So many voices are shouting for your attention, trying to drown out the still, small voice that speaks within your soul. These things compete for your energy, your sleep, and your peace. But I want you to look at them through my eyes and realize that most of them simply do not matter. They are like chaff in the wind, here for a moment and then gone forever. What is lasting, what is real, is your connection with me. What carries weight in the halls of heaven is the love you show your family, the stewardship of your health, the depth of your faith, and the unshakable pillars of your character and integrity. Everything else is just background noise, empty vanity that promises fulfillment but leaves you thirsty. I am asking you to be the architect of your own attention, to be intentional about where you plant the seeds of your effort. Do not pour your life's blood into pursuits that will leave no mark on eternity. Do not chase shadows that vanish when the sun sets. Instead, fix your eyes on what endures.
Guard the gates of your mind with a holy jealousy, for your mind is the primary battlefield where your destiny is either secured or surrendered. The enemy is a subtle strategist. He knows that if he can control your thoughts, he can control your direction. He plants tiny seeds of deception, whispers of "you're not enough" or "God has forgotten you," and he waits for you to water them with worry until they grow into giants of despair. He insinuates fears about tomorrow to rob you of the strength you need for today. I am telling you to be ruthless with these intrusions. Do not entertain a single thought that contradicts my promises to you. Take every thought captive and hold it up to the light of my word. If it does not align with my truth, reject it, cast it down, and replace it with my light. Be careful, too, of what you allow your eyes to feast upon. There are images and sights in this world that are not meant for you. They leave a stain upon the soul and a residue of shame that can take a long time to scrub away. The fleeting thrill of a moment is never worth the permanent scar it leaves on your conscience. Protect your purity as if it were the most valuable treasure in the universe, because to me it is. Choose instead to look upon things that are honorable, lovely, and filled with goodness. When temptation beckons, turn your gaze back to me, for in my presence the allure of the world begins to fade. And as you walk this path, do not let the thief of comparison steal your joy. You lose your vital energy when you watch what others are doing, measuring your private struggles against their public highlight reels. Comparison is a lie that tells you that you are falling behind, but you must remember that everyone is on a different clock and a different journey. What I am building in you is unique. The timing I have for your breakthrough is perfect, and it is not dependent on anyone else's progress. Run your own race with your head held high. Celebrate the blessings of others, but do not let their harvest make you feel like your field is barren. I also see how you have neglected yourself while trying to save everyone else. I love your servant's heart, but you cannot pour water from a dry well. You cannot lead others to rest if you are trembling with exhaustion.
The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. I am giving you my divine permission to rest. It is not selfish to set boundaries. It is an act of stewardship over the life I gave you. Your well-being matters to me. If you break down, who will fulfill the mission I have placed on your life? Take care of your heart, your body, and your peace. And remember your family, even if they are difficult, even if they don't understand the call on your life. I have given you the maturity to rise above the emotional storms that try to rob your joy. You are the provider and the protector of your house, and that responsibility requires a clear mind and a steady spirit. Do not let their criticisms dictate your worth. You know who you are because you know who I am. Keep providing, keep loving, and keep praying, not for their applause, but for my glory. Do not squander a single day, for every morning is a fresh opportunity to walk in my favor. I will multiply your strength as you bless those around you, filling your table even when the world says there is a famine. This is the law of my kingdom. Seek me first, and everything else will find its place. When you put me at the center, the chaos aligns into order. I am not just giving you the seed to sow, I am giving you the tools to cultivate the harvest. Do not be intimidated by the obstacles in your path. To you, they are walls. To me, they are platforms for my power. Every problem you face is simply an opportunity for me to show you who I really am. When life gets heavy, do as you did when you were a small child. Just close your eyes and speak to me. I crave your simple, innocent faith, not a performance, not a theological lecture, but the pure trust of a child who knows their father will catch them. Come to me exactly as you are. Stop trying to fix yourself before you approach the throne of grace. I don't love the perfected version of you that doesn't exist yet. I love the real you, right here in the mess. I am your shepherd, and I will put bread on your table and peace in your heart. Strive to be diligent in your work, but remain docile in my hands. My word is the instruction manual for your soul. It is a lamp that illuminates the dark corners of your path. It is fresh water for a thirsty spirit. No matter how far you feel you have fallen, my word will always show you the way back to my arms. Seek my face in the early morning light. Let your tears flow if they must, for they carry away the sadness that has built up inside. You are never alone, and no one can defeat the one whom I uphold. I have looked upon you with such deep compassion. I took pity on your wandering and decided to be your father for all eternity. Close your eyes right now and feel the warmth of my love igniting in your chest. I am opening your spiritual eyes to see the heavenly hosts that stand guard over your family. I am giving you an anointing of wisdom to control your tongue and your emotions. Listen to this message again, for I do not want you to miss the subtle nuances of the blessing I am preparing for you. I see your sadness today, my child. I see the downcast face and the heavy heart. Stand up and give me your hand. Let us walk through the paths of your thoughts together. What are you afraid of? Why do you want to throw away a destiny that I spent so much time crafting? I know the world has been cruel. I know the betrayals have extinguished your laughter. But I know you better than you know yourself, and I know exactly what will bring you comfort. In my heart, there is a place reserved just for you, a place of royal robes and deep appreciation. You are the image and likeness of the Creator of the universe. Nothing can remove you from my love. Even if the mountains shake and the seas roar, my covenant with you remains unbreakable. You have not been defeated. You are still standing because you decided to believe in my promises. That choice has filled you with a supernatural strength that the enemy cannot comprehend. Do not be led by your emotions, for they are like the shifting tide. Do not be terrified by bad news, for I have already seen the end from the beginning. I am transforming every mistake you've made into a stepping stone for your benefit. Your family will be well. Your dreams will be fulfilled. I am carrying you through the darkness, and very soon your eyes will witness a display of my affection that will take your breath away. The blessings coming your way are massive, but I am waiting for the perfect time so that they do not overwhelm you. Patience is the soil in which your character grows firm. Dedicate your first moments to me each day. Remove the poison of complaint from your lips and replace it with the fragrance of gratitude. Seek wise companions and reject the pessimism that tries to wither your faith. If you embrace hope, you will see doors open that no man can shut. I am with you as you intercede for your loved ones. The times are changing, and I am looking for valiant warriors like you to be conduits of my healing to the world. Put aside the burdens that have bowed your back. I am the same Jesus who made a covenant with you when you were a child, and that covenant is more alive today than ever before. I heard your first cry, I saw your first steps, and I will be there to welcome you home when the race is won. You are mine forever. My beloved child, hear my voice as it blankets your spirit with a peace that the world can never understand. You were mine before the foundations of the stars were laid.
You are mine in this very breath, and you shall remain mine through the corridors of eternity. I want you to pause and truly look at yourself. Do you not see the reflection of the Almighty in the curve of your smile and the depth of your eyes? You are a magnificent creation, fashioned with intentionality and dripping with grace, the very crowning achievement of my handiwork.
The middle-aged man with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger possessed considerable knowledge. Too often you allow the distorted brushes of others to paint the portrait of who you are, accepting the narrow boundaries and suffocating limits that men try to place upon your destiny. But I am your creator, and I declare that you are infinitely more than the sum of their opinions. I do not look at your outward appearance or your social standing. I gaze directly into the sanctuary of your heart, seeing the innocence of your soul and the untainted purity of your deepest dreams. I love you with a love that requires no explanation. Let that truth be the solid ground beneath your feet. Walk with a new confidence today, taking strides that are bold and unyielding. Engrave this reality into the fabric of your being. With me, you will conquer the nations that once intimidated you. You do not need the approval of this world to forge your path. You only need to accept the furnace of my love. Come closer to my side and let me be the architect of your journey. In my shadow, fear has no permission to exist. I am not just your sovereign and your savior. I am the friend who knows your every secret and loves you still. You have nothing to hide from me, for I have already seen your darkest moments, and I have already chosen you. You can lean your entire weight upon me at any hour, for I am the God who never speaks a lie and never suffers from a lapse in memory. I will not deny you my companionship. My heart is a willing storehouse of comfort, ready to overflow into your seasons of agony, your moments of peril, and your days of affliction. Even if the entire world turns its back on you, I will be the one standing right where I have always been. Time cannot erode my affection for you. I love you with the same fierce intensity today as I did when you were a tiny child in the cradle. Even in the moments when you forget my name, I am here, waiting with infinite patience. I am the constant in your shifting world. Whether the sun is shining on your success or the storm is battering your failures, you can count on my presence. Now I give you a divine command. Stand up. I order you to walk forward. Shake off the paralysis of terror, for I am assuring you that as my child, fear is a garment you no longer have to wear. I have already infused your spirit with a hidden strength and poured a celestial power into your veins. Prepare your heart, for your own eyes will witness spectacular miracles within this very month. If you will only listen to my instructions and walk in the bravery of belief, your world will transform. Let your ears be tuned to the frequency of my living word, a word that is frank, honest, and designed to illuminate the path to your better days. If you hear my call today, do not build a wall around your heart. You have always brought me a faith that is simple and sincere. Do not let the temporary weight of affliction steer you away from the road of life. Trust in me, and I will be your deliverer. I am with you in the fire and in the flood. This day serves as proof that your waiting was not in vain and your time was never wasted. Look at how your faith has matured. What began as a microscopic seed has grown into a resilient, towering tree. The roaring winds of the enemy may howl, but they can no longer uproot you. Even those who once looked down upon you will be struck with wonder at your stability. Those who were your harshest critics will be amazed at the grace you carry. Do not shut the doors on them. Instead, remember that you have been prospered so that you may become a conduit of blessing. You are being called to help, to give, and to distribute from the abundance I am pouring into your hands. I will not leave you to face this current situation alone. You are moving into a season of total victory because you are my beloved daughter, my chosen son. My power is moving right now through your physical body, your workplace, and the very walls of your home. I am swinging open grand doors that will alter the trajectory of your life forever. My hands are currently untangling the matters that keep you awake at night. Lift your head high and let your tears dry, for I am bringing a weight of blessing that far outweighs your sorrow. From this day forward, you will find yourself standing at my altar not to beg, but to offer overflowing thanks for the wonders unfolding before you. Welcome me into your household with genuine affection. As you seek me, I will soften the hearts of those you love. I am uprooting depression and planting the seeds of laughter. I am cleansing your home of the spirit of lack and the shadow of disease, filling every dark corner with the radiance of my salvation. Only I can offer you a peace that is infinite and a love that is unconditional. I am wrapping you in my protective shield, tucking you and your loved ones beneath the safety of my wings. No harm shall be permitted to touch you there. I will lead you on the paths of righteousness, freeing you from the chains of worry and the fog of doubt. I love you with a sweetness that is beyond human description. The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. Open your heart wide to receive the torrent of love I am pouring out. I desire for you to find moments of deep silence, perhaps surrounded by the beauty of my nature, where I can nourish your soul and renew your very being. My power is clearing the negativity from your atmosphere and removing the invisible barriers that caused your plans to fail in the past. Your sins are washed white as snow. I have stripped away your exhaustion and replaced it with a courage that grows sharper every day. Every circumstance is moving in your favor because my angels are working tirelessly under my command to bless you. Expand the boundaries of your faith and let my name be praised with a burning passion. I know your heart feels frustrated when things don't go according to your timeline, but I am asking you to have faith. I am transforming your wrong turns into meaningful destinations. You are so vital to my plans that I will never allow you to enter a situation that would truly destroy you. But you must pay attention to the signs I send. Do not rush down paths where I have not whispered your name. I see the hidden intentions of those around you, and I see the dangers lurking in the shadows that you cannot perceive. Sometimes, when a door closes or a friend departs, it is not a rejection, it is my protection. I am answering your prayer to be delivered from treacherous people. Breathe deeply now as I bring a divine calm to your heart. I am clearing the stones and dismantling the traps from the road ahead so that when you arrive, your footing will be secure. My love for you is vast and mountainous. I want only the best for you, so maintain your patience and continue in the conversation of prayer. When victory finally arrives, you will know without a doubt that it was my hand that worked the miracle. I am surrounding you with a security that will never depart. If you have me, you have everything. Let your mouth overflow with gratitude, for I am arranging the very seasons of your life to ensure your abundance. You are already beginning to see the harvest of your decision to return to the ancient path of faith. That hunger you feel for my word, that desire to open the scriptures and find my counsel, it is a sign of life. Every verse, every psalm, and every proverb you treasure is being planted in the fertile soil of your spirit. These seeds will bear fruit 100-fold. Transformation is not just coming, it is happening. Great decisions are being made and powerful miracles are being birthed in the secret places.
Do not look back. You are on the narrow path that leads to true life. There is a reservoir of strength within you that the world has not yet glimpsed, a courage forged in the furnace of your private struggles. You are not the person you used to be. The fire did not consume you, it refined you into pure gold. You are more resilient than you have ever given yourself credit for, and I am about to show the world the masterpiece I have been working on. You will not falter because you have been equipped by the King of Kings. The trials that crushed others have only served to build a diamond-level character within you. You are extraordinary, and it is time to step into the fullness of your identity as a history maker. I am leveling the mountains and straightening the crooked paths before you. Soon, you will not just walk, you will run with an acceleration that will leave others in awe. But you will know the secret. It was my power, my intervention, and my love. Reach for excellence in all you do, for you represent the kingdom of heaven. Treat the unkind with grace and speak blessings over those who curse you. You operate by a higher law, the law of love and the force of grace. Never let the poison of complaint touch your lips. Murmuring is a thief that steals the joy I have given you. Replace every grumble with a song of praise, for worship is the key that unlocks the storehouses of heaven. When you thank me in the middle of the trial, you invite the commander of the heavens to fight your battle. I am preparing to shock you with a favor you didn't even know to ask for. Prepare yourself by surrendering your plans to mine. I care about your education, your growth, and your prosperity in every dimension. Apply yourself to wisdom and keep a teachable spirit, for humility is the ladder to promotion. I am making all things new in your life, not just patching up the old, but birthing a new creation. Release your grip on the past so you can catch the blessings of the future. I am saving the best for this moment. The floodgates of abundance are beginning to creak open. I am embracing your heart with a love that mends every broken place and dissolves every bitter memory. You are being made whole again, not by your own effort, but by my touch. I am extracting the pain of rejection and betrayal from your soul and replacing it with an unshakable security. You will feel alive again, for the real you is emerging, stronger, wiser, and more beautiful than ever. Everything you touch will begin to prosper because my anointing is flowing through you. Listen to these words often, letting them penetrate the deepest parts of your spirit until they are louder than your doubts. Open your hands and receive the massive blessing I have for you. Guard this favor with divine wisdom and discernment. Work with honesty and diligence, and you will see the increase multiply before your eyes. You are a victor, a champion, and a child of the living God.
The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. Reject the lie of failure. Renew your mind and see yourself the way I see you. My love for you is the anchor that will hold you steady through every storm. I am faithful because it is my very nature. I am committed to you because you are mine. My love is the root of your blessing and the foundation of your future. Rest in this truth, for I am with you always. My precious child, do you not realize that when I am the one guarding your life, anxiety has no right to occupy your heart? I am the one who has already conquered every shadow and defeated every giant that dares to stand in your path. My love for you is not some distant abstract theory or a cold theological concept. It is practical, it is tangible, and it is more real than the ground beneath your feet. It manifests in the quiet details of your existence that you often overlook in your hurry. That unexpected provision that arrived just as your resources were fading, that was my hand reaching out to you.
That sudden, inexplicable calm that washed over your soul while the world around you was screaming in chaos, that was my love. That surge of strength that allowed you to stand up when you felt you had absolutely nothing left to give, that was my love breathing life into you. I am opening doors that no man can shut and closing others to protect you from paths that lead to nowhere. I am working through the hands of strangers and the words of friends to bring you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. My affection for you is active, it is restless, and it is moving on your behalf every single second of every single day. Now I give you a command. This is not a mere suggestion or a polite recommendation from a distance. This is an order from your King, your Creator, and your Father. Stand up. Rise from the place where the enemy tried to pin you down. Get up from the floor where life's heavy burdens have held you captive. Plant your feet firmly on the rock of my promises and stand tall, for you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not disqualified, and you are certainly not destroyed. You are a warrior of the light, a soldier in my kingdom, and a fighter who was born for this very moment. Warriors do not settle for defeat, and soldiers of my cross do not stay conquered. They rise, they stand, they breathe again. I am commanding you to dust yourself off right now. Square your shoulders and set your face like flint toward the horizon. The conflict is not over, and the spiritual war is still raging, but I have already written the ending. You are going to triumph. I order you to march forward. Do not look to the left or the right, and never ever look back toward the shadows you have escaped. Move towards your destiny, towards the calling I whispered into your soul before you were born. Walk with a boldness that ignores the whispers of doubt. Do not allow the paralysis of worry to freeze your steps. Even if you can only take one small step at a time, keep moving. Every inch you gain is a step closer to the breakthrough I have prepared for you. Fear is a stranger to my house, and it should be a stranger to your heart. Anxiety is not a gift I have given you, and worry is not a blessing from my throne. I have bestowed upon you a spirit of power, of deep love, and of a sound, disciplined mind. When terror knocks, remind it whose child you are. Remind the darkness that your Father is the Lord of hosts. In the presence of my perfect love, fear has no choice but to vanish. It cannot breathe in the atmosphere of my grace, so let your soul rest in the sanctuary of my presence. I have placed a new kind of strength within you, a power you did not possess yesterday. I have poured into you hidden reserves of courage and a capacity for endurance that has been forged in the secret places. You are not the person you were a year ago. You have been upgraded, strengthened, and divinely enhanced for the challenges of this hour. Stop questioning if you are enough. I have made sure that you are exactly what is required to overcome. You will see miracles with your own eyes, not as stories from an old book, but as living realities in your own home. You are entering a season of the supernatural, where the laws of the world bow to the laws of my kingdom. Be valiant in your believing. This means being daring and fearless in your trust. Do not believe me with a timid, cautious heart. Believe me with everything you are. When you exercise that kind of radical confidence, you unlock dimensions of my power that stay hidden from those who only seek me when it is convenient. My word is a living, breathing light that cuts through the fog of human confusion.
The middle-aged man, with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger, possessed considerable knowledge. If you hear my voice today, keep your heart soft and receptive. Do not allow the bitterness of the world to harden the soil of your spirit. A tender heart can receive my instructions, while a resistant soul remains in the dark. Trust my lead, for I am guiding you toward a peace that will transform not just your life, but your entire family. I desire to see a new harmony in your home, where humility and kindness replace greed and competition. True wealth is not found in a full bank account, but in a soul filled with my joy and rest. Value your health, your family, and your spiritual growth above the hollow promises of this world. Seek my face every morning, and you will see the obstacles that once seemed like mountains begin to crumble into dust. I am with you in your fatigue and in your moments of deepest anguish. I am the Father who follows you through every hour, waiting for you to hand me the burdens you were never meant to carry. Let us make a covenant today. In your moment of need, call out to me, and you will feel my embrace instantly. I am taking away your worry and replacing it with a divine, unshakable peace. The courage I am weaving into your DNA right now is permanent. It is not a fleeting emotion that will disappear when the next storm clouds gather. I am rewiring your instincts so that where you once hid, you will now stand firm. I am reprogramming your spirit so that where you once retreated, you will now advance with authority. This is the real you, the version of you I designed before the world tried to tell you who to be. You are mighty because I am mighty in you. This confidence is not pride, it is a holy assurance that comes from knowing you are backed by all the resources of heaven. You can walk with your head held high because the Creator of the universe has called you by name. There are people watching your journey, some seeking hope, others waiting for you to fail, and I am going to use your victory to answer their deepest questions. Your breakthrough is not just for you, it is a signal to everyone else that I am still the God who does the impossible. You are fighting for the exhausted mother, the broken businessman, the lonely widow, and the struggling teenager. Your strength will become their strength. Your endurance will show them that they too can survive the night. Do not quit now, for there are too many lives linked to your victory. You are rewriting the history of your family line, breaking old chains and establishing a legacy of faith that will echo through the generations to come. I see the ripple effect of your one act of bravery. You are a vital piece of my cosmic plan, and what you do in this moment matters for eternity. Rise up, for the kingdom needs you functional and strong. I have clothed you in dignity and crowned you with my favor. You are already equipped with everything you need for the assignment ahead. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move forward while fear is still talking. I would not lead you into this battle if the victory had not already been secured at the cross. You are not fighting for victory, you are fighting from a position of victory. Every morning, before you face the world, rehearse the truth of your identity. You are redeemed, you are chosen, and you are loved beyond measure. You are the head and not the tail. You are a royal priesthood and a peculiar treasure in my sight. When the enemy whispers his lies, answer him with my word. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself that I have never once failed to keep a promise.
The middle-aged man with a slightly hoarse voice and a hint of anger possessed considerable knowledge. The world is waiting for you to step into the fullness of your calling. Creation itself is groaning, waiting for the children of God to realize the authority they carry. When you finally understand who you are in me, the very atmosphere around you will begin to shift. Closed doors will fly open and mountains will be forced to move. Darkness must retreat whenever you choose to let my light shine through your actions. Decide today that you will no longer live as a victim.
You are changing the trajectory of your life by simply choosing to believe me. The testimony that is about to come out of your mouth will be a roadmap for others seeking the truth. Your life is becoming a billboard for my glory and a showcase of my faithfulness. So hold on tight, keep worshiping in the middle of the wait, and keep praising before the answer arrives. Breakthrough is closer than your next breath, and the miracle is already in motion. When the sun finally rises on your victory, you will look back and realize that every struggle was a necessary part of your training. Every tear you shed was seeds planted for this harvest. You will see that the process, as painful as it was, built the character you needed to handle the blessing without losing your soul. On that day, you will stand in the abundance I have prepared, and you will know with every fiber of your being that it was all worth it. My beloved child, this is not a conclusion. It is a magnificent beginning. A new chapter is being written, and I am the author of every word. What I have decreed for you must come to pass, and what I have promised you shall be established. Take these words deep into your spirit and let them rebuild you from the inside out. Be valiant, be brave, be mine. I am with you, I am for you, and together we are unstoppable.